Venturing into uncharted territory, these women would try to revolutionize the esports industry and break the gender trend. Their ambition was to empower women and be one of the first female teams to make it big in the League of Legends pro scene. They told the community that losing was not an option, and that they would bait you and outsmart you. But in the end, the team disbanded and what little remains are just memes of their embarrassing time in the spotlight. My name is Kudo, and today we look at the history of the infamous Team Siren.
This is everything. We are Siren.
Team Siren formed in November of 2012. The team was led by a little Jenny. Jenny spent the beginning months of Team Siren recruiting multiple girls that were high elo in the solo queue ladder during Season 3. While much of their beginnings is not known to the public, X Special went on the record saying he did indeed help the development of this team.
Honestly, during the beginnings of Team Siren, like way back in November of last year and like December, I actually played with them I played support for them to try to help them out. I mean, they knew they were making that team a while back, and they asked for my advice, and I decided to give them some advice.
Somehow, Team Siren was able to obtain sponsorships for the team, so much so that Team Siren obtained a gaming house in Las Vegas. They were dead set at attempting to make it big in the League of Legends professional scene. Before their unveiling to the public, they had most of the formula down in what makes a pro team a pro team. They had a gaming house, they had sponsorships, all the players spent a lot of time marketing themselves by having strict streaming schedules, posting vlogs on their YouTube channel, and maintaining active social media accounts. The roster was also finalized around this time, with Yoonie in the top lane, Ilysuiteheart in the jungle, Jenny in mid, Christina as AD carry, and Solvanas as support. With the roster locked in, they began to film their promotional video and showcase themselves to the League of Legends community, and this was the result. On May 30th, 2013, Team Siren made their name known in the League of Legends community. They published their promotional video titled Introducing Team Siren, where they expressed their goals and ambitions as an all-female team. However, instead of positivity and support, the reaction from the community was of complete cringe and lack of seriousness to their goals. Produced by the same people that worked on Jersey Shore, the video embarrassed Team Siren in all aspects. The video began listing facts about the League of Legends player base and how there is a lack of representation of women in the professional scene. Then the statistics literally shatter and the team is individually introduced. The tone of the overall video, plus the very cheesy and awkward lines the players said, made the video extremely cringy for all viewers.
I'm a Siren.
I'm a Siren.
I'm a Siren. I'm a Siren.
I'll bait you and outsmart you. The competition is fierce.
With millions of dollars at stake.
This is bigger than us.
The attempts of seriousness, such as Solvanas playing chess to show off her strategicness and making the players shoot guns in order to look like badasses, came off very fake. And it's true too. In all of the players' retrospect about the video, they had no creative control and were forced to film lines that do not represent their own character. Solvanas knew that the baited and outsmarted line she was forced into saying would turn her into a meme. The players hated the guns and did not like the experience whatsoever.
Tell us what happened, Katie.
I was firing my gun, and one of the bullets, the shells, came back and went down my shirt.
Wow, that sucks.
Big poopy. Big poopy.
How was your first time at the shooting range, Yoonie? No? Never again?
Never again.
Yoonie even explained how they established a support group to keep each other calm for the inevitable backlash of the video.
We already knew that hate was going to come, so we ended up making like a buddy system kind of thing. Basically, if we had a lot of hate and we couldn't keep up with the stress and like all the hate overload kind of thing, we would talk with each other to try to relieve the stress. It was working for a little bit.
What was never truly conveyed in the video was the actual skill level of each player and their overall team rank. The way the video was edited made it look like Team Siren can compare to the great professional teams that have made it to Worlds. The video showed next to useless information about the players without giving any hint where they actually were in the ranked ladder. At the release of the video, here is where each player and the team was ranked in the solo queue ladder. Yoonie was Plat 4, Ilysuiteheart was Plat 4, Solvanas was Diamond 4, Christina was Diamond 1 at 26 LP, and Jenny was also Diamond 1 at 23 LP. Team Siren as a ranked 5s team was only Gold 1, with 25 wins and 22 losses. They were nowhere near the professional caliber conveyed in the video. These players were mechanically inferior in various aspects to the current LCS teams. Unfortunately, one of the largest appeals to marketing Team Siren was the fact that they were a team of women, and there was nothing else special about this team that could distinguish them from the professionals, only the fact that they were an all-female League of Legends team. If there were any victory for Siren, it was the publicity. All the streams for each Siren shot up significantly in viewership. Everyone in the community knew who these players were, although nobody took them seriously as a team. Even high-profile players started to reference Siren here and there.
Congratulations once again. Yes, of course.
I want to make an announcement. People say that Team Siren disbanded, but actually Team Siren is still up. Team Siren right now is Alex, Darker, and me in the jungle. We will keep getting more people.
Thank you very much, Joe. Yes, Alex. Now walk me through that game, because it was very close. SK was ahead actually in the beginning, and then at some point you just dropped all the AoE on them and it was over.
We thought that losing is not an option, so we decided to bait them and outsmart them.
And ever since then I wanted to be a League of Legends. Up, there you go. League of Legends, best video game in the world with over 30 billion players. But 90% of the community is shitty men. We are some men. We are fucking assholes. But not anymore, dickhead.
On June 4th, 3 days after the video's release, Yoonie posted a vlog on the Team Siren YouTube channel confirming Christina's departure from the team, citing homesickness and other reasons. Alexa would be the new AD carry taking her place. These reasons would come into play later, and we'll see why. On June 5th, the public was finally able to see footage of Team Siren's gameplay. Team Siren faced off against these players.
No. Don't blow our cover, dude.
Yeah, don't blow our fucking cover.
Wait, I thought she's on a delay. No. Siren vs Turtle.
Oh
shit. Oh my god, please.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yes!
It's definitely them, dude.
Hotshot GG and Friends, which consisted of Wild Turtle, Bobshin, DJ Lambo, and Palo Bear, were able to successfully stream snipe Team Siren as they queued for rank 5s. The Odd One streamed this match as well and gave legitimate commentary on the plays of everyone. Needless to say, this game was a stomp for Hotshot GG and Friends. Something interesting to note was the chat from Team Siren, and specifically Jenny. She consistently trash-talked Hotshot GG. However, Yoonie confirmed that any sort of BM from Jenny was just her trolling. This was the only display of Team Siren's gameplay at the time. They would collapse 10 days later. 18 days after the infamous video, Team Siren was no more, solidifying their legacy as nothing more than a joke. There were multiple reasons for the team's disbandment. Christina, the player who left earlier in the month, was the first person to speak out on why the team disbanded. Christina put 100% of the responsibility of Team Siren's failure on Jenny. Christina claimed that Jenny was a horrible team captain, claiming she did not improve the team, bashed their morale, and turned the entire environment toxic. On a side note, Christina also apologized for the existence of Team Siren, acknowledging how it was an embarrassment for females in general. Yoonie then posted a video about why the team failed. She claimed that there was no pure reason why the team disbanded and defended Jenny to a certain extent.
Jenny's not a mean person, she's not a bitch, she was actually probably the hardest working Siren. You would see her on stream, but off stream she would work constantly. She would be working behind the scenes for like the business part of Siren, because there was a website and there was all this other stuff when we were talking to sponsors and everything like that. She was the one who was working on that behind the scenes a lot of the time instead of others. She would always study on how to get better and whatnot. So in my opinion, she was the hardest working Siren, and she doesn't actually deserve all this hate she's getting.
Yoonie stated that the final straw that made the team disband was that the team was unable to financially support itself. The revenue from streaming was not enough, and Team Siren did not win any tournaments or obtain any sort of prize pools to sustain.
So in the end, we still weren't meeting ends meet, and yeah, it was pretty much we didn't meet ends meet yet. Someone was leaving, and it was too hard to replace her, and then all these girls having internal drama which shouldn't have happened in the first place. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So that's a clarification on why Siren disbanded, so yes.
In 2016, Solvanas explained her side of the story on why Team Siren failed. Solvanas blamed the loss of motivation from each player to continue. The team environment got toxic to the point where Solvanas specifically recalls a moment where she lashed out against the team. She explained that the call went so dead that you could hear everyone's individual breathing. Nothing was said, and that was probably the tipping point for our team. Out of all of these stories, one theme was common between all of them, that Team Siren failed due to lack of synergy from each player. The players were unable to get along with each other, and internal drama plagued the team. Team Siren was unable to complete any of their ambitions, and instead, their legacy was of embarrassment and was confined to just memes. All the players with the exception of Christina are still active in social media and still play League of Legends and stream. Today, Ilysuiteheart is Diamond 5 and streams. Same with Alexa, still maintaining rank at Diamond 1. Jenny also continues to play currently at Diamond 5. A link to their social media accounts will be in the description below. Solvanas still occasionally streams, but she is now a full-time student studying illustration and animation. Yoonie does not play League of Legends anymore. She is now just a normal streamer playing a variety of video games. She supports herself now by doing photography, lewd photography as she markets it. A link to her stream and photography work will be in the description below. Team Siren almost had all of the recipe to be a professional League of Legends team. They had the sponsors, the gaming house, and the motivation from all of their players to succeed and fulfill this crusade to empower all women within the realm of esports. However, they lacked the most crucial ingredient: mechanics and skill. With a video that tarnished their brand immediately, Team Siren was unable to fulfill their original intentions. Losing and disbandment was the only option. My name is Kudo, and thank you for watching my video on Team Siren.